Good afternoon and welcome to Eaton School's 2024 graduation ceremony. My name is Adam Becker and I will be the master of ceremony for today's celebration. Could everyone please now take a moment to set your cell phones to silent? Eaton School acknowledges that we are learning on the traditional homeland of the Cree, Anishinaabe, Nakota, Lakota, Dakota, and the Métis. We respect and honor our connections to one another here on Treaty 6 territory. We are grateful for the teachings of this vibrant land and sky. We are committed to learning together in the spirit of truth and reconciliation. Would you all please rise for the national anthem? Miss King will now bring the collective greetings to the graduates.
The Eaton School Community Council, the Town of Eatonia, and the RM of Chesterfield collectively would like to congratulate the graduating class of 2024. Your time as a Spartan has developed you into a warrior where you have learned to conquer your challenges, battle your fears, and fight for your dreams. May you always remember that in the battle of life, your education is your most powerful weapon. As you step out into the world to make your mark, remember to explore new paths, take risks, and dream big. Seek opportunities, the kind that lead to the unexpected, and face each day with an open heart and mind. We share with you a quote from Oprah Winfrey. If you really want to fly, harness your power to your passion, honor your calling, trust your heart, and success will come to you. May you celebrate your graduation, remembering special memories from your past and holding exciting dreams for your future. The Eaton School Community Council, the Town of Eatonia, and the RM of Chesterfield wish you all good luck on the next stage of your journey. We will be cheering for you and knowing that you will do great things.
Although the Sun West Board Representative for Eaton School, Ms. Michelle Bromamond, is unable to bring greetings to the graduates today, Ms. King will share them in her place.
On behalf of the Sun West School Division Board of Education, congratulations on your graduation from Eaton School. Graduation is an important milestone that both recognizes your hard work and symbolizes the beginning of an exciting new period in your life. It is a time to celebrate your personal achievements, prepare for a future of opportunities, and embrace a world of infinite possibilities. Sun West School Division is proud of your accomplishments and wishes you all the best in wherever your future leads you. May your graduation be the first step on your path to success. Sincerely, John Collins, Board Chair, and Michelle Brummond, Board Representative for Eaton School.
I will ask Ms. King to come forward again, this time to give the principal's message.
Don't get tired of hearing from me yet, okay? Okay, so good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us, because today is a very special moment for our graduates. Congratulations, graduates. Eaton School is extremely proud of all that you have accomplished over the last 13 years. Time goes by so quickly. Only 9 years ago, you were my last grade 4 class, and I distinctly remember being taller than every one of you, especially Chase. It's also hard to believe that 40 years have passed since I walked across the stage with my classmates celebrating our own high school graduation, the class of 1984. Like you, we were surrounded by family and friends, teachers and community who had supported us along the way as we celebrated an important milestone in our lives. Reflecting on that day, I recall a mixture of excitement, anticipation, and a hint of nervousness as I prepared to embark on a journey that lay ahead. I had plans, hopes, and dreams, but the reality was that I didn't have a clue what the future held. The passage of time has a remarkable way of shaping our lives, transforming us in ways we could never have imagined. In the 4 decades that have unfolded since my own graduation, ouch, that hurts a little bit, the world has undergone profound changes. Societal norms have evolved so that there's more understanding and acceptance of individuality and diversity. Technology has revolutionized the way that we communicate, connect, and navigate the complexities of our everyday lives. 40 years ago, we were excited to have a landline, a private landline instead of the party line. And now hardly anyone has landlines, and we all use our cell phones. And are we ever connected now? Text, email, Snap, Insta, FaceTime. Parents never used to know where we were or what we were up to. So maybe that was a good thing for us. Computers were massive, and they only were used in businesses and at higher levels of educational institution. And today we use laptops and devices that fit in our pockets and can easily use artificial intelligence in many ways. Heck, my parents bought their first microwave after I left grade 12. And cars, they had no AC, but they did have strong arm steering and windows that had to be rolled down by hand, and a little button on the floor you push to bright or dim your headlights. So thank goodness for progress. Yet amidst the incredible changes, some things remain constant. The significance of education as it engages young people, empowers them, and equips them for their futures, just as it did for me and my fellow graduates of 1984. Your high school graduation marks not only the culmination of years of hard work and dedication, but also the beginning of a new chapter filled with endless possibilities. Another constant, the enduring impact of the friendships formed and lessons learned from kindergarten to grade 12. And of course, the power of connection with your support system, your family, friends, and community. The comfort and safety of knowing your roots are strong, that you have people cheering you on and holding you up, and that you can always come home. As you stand on the threshold of this exciting journey, I encourage you to remember that the knowledge and experience you've gained within the walls of Eaton School will serve as your compass, guiding you toward a future filled with purpose and meaning. And as you venture into the world, embrace the challenges that lie ahead with integrity, resilience, and adaptability that have been instilled in you the past 18 years, knowing that each obstacle that you overcome will only serve to strengthen your resolve and deepen your character. Your graduation marks the beginning of a journey filled with twists and turns, triumphs and setbacks, but you are ready to write your own unique story, and you will leave an indelible mark on the world around you. May the next 40 years be filled with joy, fulfillment, and boundless opportunities for growth and discovery. Congratulations, graduates.
I would like to invite graduate Kameron Becker to the podium to pay tribute to the parents of this year's graduating class and ask that his mom, Miss Baker, then come to the stage for the reply from the parents.
Thank you, parents, staff, students, community, and special guests for joining us to celebrate our high school graduation. My fellow graduates, do you remember your first day of preschool, daycare, preschool, kindergarten, whatever it may have been, when you cried for hours because you didn't know where your parents were and you were all alone and had no idea what to do? Well, here we are, 13 years later, and pretty soon we were about to feel the same way because we're leaving home, embarking on our own journeys, and our parents won't be there anymore. Our parents have been there with us every step of the way. With that being said, let's take the time and remember and appreciate our parents. Remember all of the times they came into our rooms because we were having a nightmare. All of the times we got hurt and they gave us Band-Aids. And They took care of us when we were sick and were there for us when we needed to cry. Even when they were intruding in our lives and relationships, it was because of their love for us and their parental need to protect us. No matter the distance we go, we will always have our parents. However, parents, we are our own people. Yes, we have your values and parts of your personality, but now is the time to take a step back and watch as we become the people we were meant to be. Let us make mistakes and decisions you think are bad, because that's part of learning how the world works and growing. I understand your need to protect us, but if you keep us protected and never let us learn for ourselves, what's stopping us from becoming carbon copies of you? Now, I'm not saying it's bad to be like your parents. It's a good thing, but we need to be our own people. Interesting fact, statistics show that, on average, by the time you're 18 years old, you will have spent 80% of the total time you will with your parents. So always show them how much you care for them. Spend the holidays with them, and always make time to call them. Parents aren't just your mom or your dad. They can be biological and non-biological. They could be your grandma and grandpa, your aunt and uncle. Parents are the people who care the most for you and will always be there for you, no matter what. They take care of you, and you learn from them. They try their best to keep you on the right path, no matter how hard it may be. And no matter how much they may annoy you, and how much you may annoy them. Always remember, the people who love you most are your parents. And one day, we will be in the exact same spot as our parents. Now, watching our kids graduate. So, on behalf of the Eaton 2024 graduates, thank you, parents, for everything you have done, everything you will continue to do for us. Everything you have, everything you do, everything you have done, and everything you will continue to do for us.
Parents, remember back to the day our kids were born, how we promised to love them and protect them. Well, fast forward to today and look back on all the things we have taught them, how to be good and kind people and to survive in a world full of judgment and high expectations. Grads, you might not always date people we approve or follow the path we wanted you to. But in these situations, remember the words spoken by John Bon Jovi. Nothing is as important as passion. No matter what you want to do with your life, be passionate. Enjoy what you do. Money is not everything. It is never too late to change the course or the direction of your life. Here's some advice. Surround yourself with people who remind you how amazing you are, and avoid ones who don't. Life does not always happen like we plan. Be prepared for good days and bad days, highs and lows. Don't be afraid to ask for help when needed. Be kind and treat others like you want to be treated. We have no idea what's going on in other people's lives. Don't look down on anyone unless you are helping them up. Even when life is difficult or challenging, never forget that you have a voice and a power to change things. Remember that no matter what the situation is, you always have a choice. Never forget to say I'm sorry or I made a mistake. Making mistakes is not necessarily a bad thing, as that is how you learn. Have the integrity to do the right thing in the face of adversity or pressure and not always take the easy road out. Show gratitude and thank all the people that have gotten you to where you are today. Remember, there is no place like home, and you will always be welcomed back with open arms. Even if your dad wants to turn your room into a man cave, your mom wants to turn it into a crafting room, or a brother and sister want to turn it into a gaming room, you will always have a place to come back to. And finally, don't forget to call your mom, your dad, your grandparents, and siblings. They need to know that you have not forgotten about them and that you still need them. Enjoy this time of your life. It will go by fast. Congratulations, class of 2024.
At this time, the graduates have a special presentation they would like to make to their parents to show their gratitude and appreciation. It is a long-standing tradition here at Eaton School that the graduates elect someone from their class to give the valedictorian address. This year's graduating class has chosen Joel Stevens.
First off, I would just like to say thank you for coming, family, friends, and staff. To be completely honest, I wasn't expecting all of us to be here on time, but how much we love to show up to class. I'll also try to keep this pretty short because I know some of us have a pretty short attention span. Today is a very important day for all of us. This is the day we get to celebrate our achievements, and the teachers get to celebrate us leaving. I'm sure Mr. Holt is tired of having to repeat himself every time we ask stupid questions, and Mr. Kraczynski will definitely not be missing our clever wit. We had a lot of fun for the past few years while we were in school. We got to do some really fun things. We got to play basketball, volleyball. The girls actually got to go to regionals this year. Football, we got to win our first game in the past 4 years. We also did the SRC and the drama club. We even got a chance to do different interesting things outside of school, like when the class got to go scuba diving or when we went to Cyprus. Although there were a lot of things that were great, we definitely won't be missing some of it. For example, exams, projects, studying for tests that will have zero impact on our lives outside of it. I, for one, will not be remembering what the Pythagorean theorem is. And even though everything we learned wasn't helpful, I still believe the vast majority of it was very important in shaping who we are now. The things that we learn are reflected through the people in front of you. Chase, your charisma and people skills will mean you are never without a friend in life. Jade, your ability to take jokes and your genuine smile will mean you will never be without a friend. Brayden, your calm attitude and laid-back demeanor will mean your life will never be too dramatic. Kameron, your openness to speak your mind will mean that you always have a voice in this world. Luke, your adventurous spirit and sense of humor will mean your life will never be boring. And finally, Brooklyn, your work ethic and intelligence will mean that you're always able to achieve your goals. However, your taste in men still remains questionable. And with that, I would like to wish my friends the best of luck in their new lives and their paths moving forward. I hope that all of us are able to look fondly upon our time here together, because I know I will. They say that it takes a community to raise a child, and I believe that to be true. So, on behalf of the graduating class of 2024, I would like to thank you all for coming here and for shaping who we are today.
Each year, the graduates come to a consensus on who they would like to ask to be their guest speaker for their graduation. They have selected a community member who is a respected businessman, a family man, and a volunteer who is passionate about the community. A Spartan alumni himself, Mr. Kenny Somerville.
lot of things. Had to liven it up with some AC/DC. If you're ever feeling down, just get a track of AC/DC and it gets you going. So, good afternoon, guests, teachers, parents, and graduates. It is a pleasure to be in front of these wonderful youngsters here today on the day we call graduation. You grads look sharp, dressed to the nines, and happy little farts, aren't we? Honestly, you've made it, and you should be proud. Upon hearing that I was selected as guest speaker, I was beside myself. Yes, literally. Luke was at the 2144 store, and he asked me, and yes, I was beside myself. Thank you, grads, as this is probably harder for me than actually graduating. Well, I had to do some research on speaking. One search said pick a topic, another search said be authentic, be yourself. I thought maybe the grads see something in me that they see in themselves. I'm from the community, visible, just an average person. So with that, I chose family as my topic. Also, family in Native Hawaiian is ohana, which translates, no one gets left behind or forgotten, like Lilo and Stitch in the movie. Here we go. So before I get into it, I have my old school jacket on. We have our school colors, and I just want to see if you're all awake. So the audience can join in and help us out. So I need everyone, even the kids out there, to repeat what I say. Shout it out, okay? So repeat what I say. You guys ready? Red. Red. Black. Black. White. White. What color is grass? Green. What color is grass? What color is grass? Thank you. Repeat what I say. Very good. Now you're all awake. Once upon a time, I too walked these hallways. As you look back, you remember your elementary teachers, some more than others. You may have had classmates come and go as well. These are great memories. As you moved on into high school with your classmates, the stress and responsibilities got stronger. New teachers, new learning. You persevered to get to this point today. Great work. And as you move beyond these walls, remember those who got you here. They are like family. There when needed, only a phone call away. Ohana, no one gets left behind. So I have a test here for the grads. I know you're all sitting down there now, but it kind of involves family. Let's see how you do. So I need you to answer real quickly. Are you ready? Okay. So you're driving really fast and you come to an intersection. You must decide what to hit first. There is a grandpa and a grandkid. What do you hit first? It's good to hear. It's a very awkward decision when some of your grandparents are here. You don't want to say your grandparents, but yes, you hit your brakes. Thanks, Joel. Moving on. Your family has played a big role in your success to this point. You've all done your job well. Some without grandpas, apparently. Some with. Now I may know more about some of your parents than I do about the grads, but today is about the grads. Now I took the opportunity during the rainy season here in the Palliser Triangle to contact the parents and grads just to ask random questions to see how well they know one another. I've also added observations from just knowing these families in the community. Some observations are that the apple does not fall far from the tree. Grads, there are some days you may think your parents are kooky and weird, but guess what? You are looking at yourself in the future. It's not a bad thing, it's just hereditary. Joel Stevens. I've honestly come to the conclusion that Paul and Lisa never let the milkman through the door. The genetics of this family is tried and true, as I've only seen Clydesdales that are bigger than these boys. They are studs, John the oldest, Joel and Grady. Here are some of the questions to the family. When asked what is Joel's favorite color, Lisa said blue. Joel said light blue. When asked who the best cook is of the boys, Lisa said Joel. Joel says, me, I'm a great cook. What is the favorite thing you like to cook? Lisa said steak, and Joel says meat. They have a family pet, dog Jack and a cat Gus. When asked if you were to get another pet, what would Joel name it? Lisa said Fluffy. Joel says, I had no name in mind. Said you'd have to see the breed first. And you know what, Joel, you're right. You have to see its looks and its characteristics. It reminds me of a dog I used to have. Kept going over to the neighbors and kept depositing its seeds. So I called it Kosha. Bad Kosha, bad Kosha. Months later, there was Kosha everywhere. My neighbors hated me. When asked, would Joel ever get a speeding ticket? Lisa said yes. Joel said yes, not in town though. Be out on the highway doing about 120 or 130. What do you appreciate about your grad? Very dependable, looking to do well, positive attitude. Went on to say that Joel likes to plan, prepare, and get at it. And when you talk about apples, well, the fun spirit and sarcastic dry wit shines through with Joel. Joel also added that he's grateful for his family, appreciates everything they've done for him, but he will try to figure things out and rely on them as needed. Ohana. Brooklyn Hagan. Now Brooklyn, where are you? Right there. Now Brooklyn, if your mom called and said, get downstairs, there's a tornado coming, would you? Yeah. Yeah? Like she's that good at predicting the weather? No. Nice. Well, it reminds me of a story I heard about how Jenny tried to predict the weather on her wedding day. She had predicted on her wedding day that she would get 6 inches of rain. Turns out, it never rained on her wedding day. But shockingly, she did get 8 inches on her honeymoon. Thanks for typing this up, Mr. Holt. Kelly, you owe me one. Here are the questions to the family. When asked what is Brooklyn's favorite color, Jenny said seafoam green. Brooklyn said porous green. What would make Brooklyn angry? People being lazy, things disorderly, touch of OCD, things out of place. Brooklyn said being late, both herself as well. Family pets are dog Taya and cat Sparkles. What would Brooklyn name her next pet? Jenny said some Star Wars character like Yoda or Rey. Brooklyn said Sam. It was a cat she grew up with and was her best friend. What do you appreciate about your grad? She is a brilliant kid, picks up on things, full of fire and a competitive drive. As Jenny was telling me this, I reflected on seeing Brooklyn playing basketball to the point where I called her Badger. She's like a badger that you're trying to drive over in the field. It darts one way and then darts another. You just can't track it down. Then it turns around smugly and gives you the finger. Like, nice try, buddy. Now that's how feisty I see Brooklyn. She has a little brother, Caden, who's her best friend, so much so that she would make poop emoji cupcakes for his birthday because she always calls him Poop Head at home. Brotherly love right there. Ohana. Jade Swan. Now Jade was at the store one day and I was trying to ask some questions and every response came with a giggle. Where is Jade? Right there. Every response came with a giggle. It was a pleasant encounter. What a pleasant encounter this was, as you could witness how genuine this young lady is. Looks to me as she has a free spirit and an inquiring personality. Here are the questions to the family. What do you appreciate about your grad? Jade is a very caring and loving. She is not afraid of conflict. Went on to say that she would confront anything that she felt was not right. She will ask questions to make it right. Jade has a sense of humor and that her laugh is medicinal. Humor is life's best medicine. Jade enjoys her times with the grandparents and is her mom's biggest cheerleader. What is Jade's favorite color? Nikki said orange, Jade said dark green. Jade has a little brother Sam and a big sister Hannah. The family pets are a cat named Coco. Jade said she would name her next cat Fred. Wants a human name for her pet. Who is the better cook, Jade or Hannah? Nikki said definitely Jade. Jade said, yeah, that's me. It's funny how Hannah has time to practice at the 2144 store to catch up, I guess. So, what is Jade's favorite meal? Nikki said homemade pizza and pierogies. Jade said nachos. Who spends more time in the washroom, Mom, Hannah, or Jade? Mom said Mom, and Jade said Hannah. Hannah says she will always be there for you, and a word of advice is to learn from your mistakes. Hannah also mentioned of your strong will and being outspoken. Looks like family is behind you all the way. Ohana. Cameron Baker. Cameron. Right there. Cameron, you are as cool as a cucumber. I believe nothing can faze you. You would have the correct approach to every roadblock ahead of you, and that would be just jump it with my truck if it's running, not being fixed all the time. Yep. Honestly, being around your dad, I can see how professional you will become. Here are the questions for the family. What is Cameron's favorite color? Mila said red. Cameron said red. What kind of vehicle does Cameron like? Family said trucks. Cameron says trucks, basically the ones that run. Do Cameron and John ever argue? Yes. Who wins? Mila says Cameron, and Cameron says Dad. He has a sister, Ella. They have a pet dog named Maya. Who is a better cook, Sister Ella or Cameron? Mila says Cameron's a good cook. Cameron said his favorite meal is mashed potatoes, garlic butter, and bacon bits. If Cameron is ever stranded on a desert island, what would he ask for first? Mila said a video game or food, most likely a burger. Cameron said steak. What do you appreciate about your grad? John said, good kid, stays out of trouble, very kind, thoughtful, and looking out for Mom. Likes cooking Mila, her favorite meal, and caring for her when needed. Would Cameron ever get a speeding ticket? Yes, like 10 kilometers over the limit. He drives like his mother. Cameron said, no, never get a ticket. If Cameron was to get a pet, what would he name it? Mila said he would name it Guess. I asked, why Guess? And she said, because people will ask, what is your dog's name? Guess. Brilliant. Cameron said he would name it Elvis or Einstein because he loves science and they are also legends. Cameron likes drama, martial arts, and mechanical engineering. He's been on the Leadership Council and does presentations and emceeing events for the school. You have a great family backing you in your next step of your journey. Ohana. Luke Aldridge. Luke came to Eatonia to finish his grade 12, staying at his grandparents, Bunny and Ray. He also joined the local senior hockey team where he proved to be a defensive asset to the team. Number 2 will reign as an Aldridge number. Al and Annette felt the sacrifice of leaving home was well worth it, and Al said it was time to grow up. Here are the questions. What is Luke's favorite color? Al said red, and Luke said red. If Luke had to choose between the Husky or the Spartans, which would he choose? Al said the Spartans because he enjoyed the football and being the mascot as well at the school. Luke said he enjoyed the Huskies, being with Spud and the boys. Where does Luke get his good looks from? Al said, it's got to be me. He is a weird-looking kid. And of course, Luke said, obviously my mom. What is special about your grad? He was born in Panama and has dual citizenship. Luke has an older brother, Richard, and a younger brother, AJ. Out of the boys, who stays in the bathroom longer? Al said AJ because he's slow. Luke said Richard because he's always doing his hair. Luke also lifeguards at the pool. When asked of which brother he would save first in the pool, he said AJ because he's lighter. When Luke was asked, how do you feel about coming to Eatonia for grade 12? Luke responded that he likes the small community. The community has been very kind and supportive. Likes being independent and away from the city. Enjoys the company of his grandparents. He enjoys helping out on the farm and appreciates everything his grandparents have done for him. Ohana. Ray Aldridge. Now the town of Eatonia would not be on the map if it didn't have an Aldridge name in it. I would imagine this apple will not disappoint both the Lee or Aldridge families. There may be some shenanigans to come from this guy. He has those mischievous eyes that you're just unsure where he is headed. Brayden, I'm just poking fun, as your family carries many funny, harmless stories. Now, one such story involves a shop on railway. His great-grandpa, George, would leave the big shop doors open while they worked on the equipment inside. While the guys having coffee across the street at the elevator found it funny to wait till George would be up top on the combine, and the guys at the elevator would phone on the landline and watch George scramble down the combine just to get to the phone, and it would quit ringing. Disgruntled, George would curse and climb and get right back up on top of that combine just in time for that phone to start ringing again. Well, the elevator coffee crew would pull this off a few times until they could not handle the laughter anymore. Poor George and the coffee crew picking on him that day. Now, if only the Aldridge family would learn to close their doors. Maybe this is the Aldridge curse. Here are their family questions. What is Brayden's favorite color? Dean said black, and then he said blue, and I thought, well, is that like a bruise or what? I don't know. Not sure where this is headed, but Brayden said blue. What side of the family does he get his good looks from? His mom said the Lee side. Brayden said the Aldridge side. What music does he like? Trish said hard rock. Brayden said country. Brayden has a sister Taylor and two older brothers, Colton and Dustin, two family dogs, Mika and Diesel. If Brayden was stranded on a deserted island, what would he ask for first? Trish said his girlfriend. Brayden said a knife. Looks like Brayden with that answer, looks like you're in the doghouse tonight. So, some fun facts about Brayden. Dean said, really good athlete, but a lazy one. Quiet and reserved until late at night. I would say he's a Lee by day and an Aldridge by night. I asked Brayden which parent has the biggest bark. Of course he said his mom, even though Diener is the dog. Brayden looks forward working with the RM and making money in the future. With the Aldridge family name behind you, the tradition and stories will carry on. Ohana. Now, Chase Oomen. I'd like to offer this part in Gordy fashion. If you all understand who Gordon is, we lost a good man, and we lost my mom, but it takes two good people to make it rain. So we could appreciate all the moisture that we have today for a couple of people that have gone to heaven for us. So anyway, Chase Oomen. The story goes back a few years, believe it or not. So the Release family invited all the political parties out to their farm for some good old country debates. It was a big thing, and the whole countryside was going to be there. Even the pigs and the chickens showed up from the Glidden colony. Gordon and Linda were so proud of Vicky for setting this up and hosting all the politicians and their parties. So before the debate started, Vicky needed a place to stand and address the crowd and greet the speakers. Luckily, Gordon had accumulated a huge pile of manure out by the corrals. So up she went to the top of this huge pile of manure to greet and address all that were there. Vicky started to introduce all the politicians. There was Justin Trudeau, Pierre Poilievre, and Jagmeet Singh. As she finished the introduction and was climbing down the big pile of manure, Pierre greeted her and said, "That was kind of a poor introduction, Vicky." Vicky snorted back, "That's because I was standing on the Liberal NDP platform to give it." Thank you. Honestly, it's not a true story, but it'd be funny as heck. Here are the family questions. What is Chase's favorite engine? Family said a 5.9 liter Cummins with a 24 valve. Chase said the exact same thing. 5.9 liter Cummins 24 valve. How fast do you think Chase has ever gone? Vicky said 160. Well, Vicky, Chase said 300. But that was with a buddy. He wasn't driving, that was with a buddy. He did clarify he did do 230 though. So. He has a brother, Brody. He likes his brother because they help each other get out of trouble from their parents. If Chase was casted in the next Fast and Furious movie, what would his stage name be? Vicky said Rowdy 24. Chase said Skinny Pete. What does your grad mean to you? Vicky said Chase is very caring, going above and beyond to help, and very protective of his family. As Vicky said, he's a pain in the ass, but a good kid. Chase also indicated that his family means everything to him, and that his grandparents hold a special place in his heart, so much so that he has a tattoo inked in his arm as a keepsake of his love for them. Now, if that isn't a royal ohana right there, I'm not sure what is. Ohana. In closing, I may or may not have touched on your grad's true family potential. I just wanted everyone to understand that as you move forward, you have your family to fall back on. Make the best of your decisions and have a clear conscience, and when making those decisions, good luck in your future careers, but remember, ohana, family, no one gets left behind. Have a great evening, grads, and thank you very much.
Of 2024 are very appreciated as they embark on their new journey. We will now have the presentation of the diplomas by Ms. King.
It is my honor to present the graduates of 2024 with their diplomas, signifying the achievement of their K-12 education. Not only will each graduate receive a diploma indicating their successful completion of grade 12, they will also be receiving a gift bag which contains several cards and letters of congratulations, a pen from the Sun West School Division, a centennial cookbook from the Eaton School Community Council, a keepsake, and a special Spartan pin. Now, this pin is only given to Spartans who graduate in order to recognize their accomplishments here at Eaton School and to remind you of where you come from. So wear it with pride because this school and community is proud of you. Now get your cameras ready for the presentation of the diplomas. Brayden Dean Aldridge. Brayden may come across as reserved and quiet and somewhat shy. He's really loving all this attention on him right now. He often keeps his head down, muttering quietly so that you can't hear what he's saying, but he has that warm, characteristic smile. Despite his quiet nature, those who know him understand that Brayden can be very stubborn. I think we've butted heads a couple of times. This quality, though not always evident, is recognized as a strength that will serve him positively in the future. Now, while Brayden may not relish the early morning or early afternoon start times of school, he is undeniably a diligent worker. Although he occasionally settles for good enough on certain assignments, this attitude does not extend to his participation in sports. In athletic endeavors such as hockey, football, basketball, baseball, and track and field, counter to what his dad says, Brayden could be counted on to apply himself and do his best for his team. His willingness to work hard and his dedication to giving his all, whether in academic, sports, or his future career, demonstrate Brayden's potential for success as he embarks on the next chapter of his life. Following graduation, Brayden intends to start his career by working for the RM of Chesterfield before eventually pursuing a trade. Congratulations, Brayden. Should have mentioned he's a sharp dresser. Luke Ray Aldridge. Luke came to Eaton School for his grade 12 year, following in his family's footsteps and graduating from Eaton as a Spartan. Luke was often at the office, but perhaps unlike his father and his uncle, it was so he could get his daily candy fix and just chat. By embracing his new life and immersing himself in various activities, Luke soon fit in at Eaton and within the community of Eatonia. His willingness to try new things was evident when he decided to join the Spartan football team, despite never having played football before. Through hard work and determination, he quickly proved himself and earned a key role to become an integral part of the team. Beyond football, Luke also worked as a lifeguard at the pool and played on the Eatonia Huskies senior hockey team. Luke's involvement didn't stop there. He was a familiar face at various school activities, and as Kenny had mentioned, was also put on the Spartan mascot costume to help promote that school spirit. Luke's enthusiasm and positive attitude leave a lasting impression that reflects his commitment to Eaton and his desire to be an active member of the community. Looking ahead to life after graduation, Luke plans to take some of that hard-earned and hard-working attitude of his family and pursue crop technology at Lakeland College with an eventual goal of becoming an agronomist. Congratulations, Luke. Kameron John Baker. Kameron first came to Eaton School in the fall of 2021. He quickly found his niche here through actively participating in drama, SRC, and SunWest leadership programs. Drama is a passion for Kameron, and he not only gave his all to his performances, but he also offered coaching to younger actors. Kameron's strengths lie in his excellent communication skills and his natural inclination towards leadership, which led him to be involved in the SRC and the SunWest Youth Consultation Group. He told me he wished he'd gotten involved sooner because it was so much fun. Kameron is known for his lively chatter, and when he would accompany me to leadership meetings in Rosetown, he would start speaking before he even got the door shut, excited to share in conversation. I will miss your company on those monthly drives next year, Kameron. Outside of school and leadership commitments, Kameron demonstrated his work ethic through various part-time jobs, including positions at Tim Hortons, the Co-op, Walmart, and McDonald's. And even with these commitments, he remained dedicated to his studies, particularly in his favorite subject, science. And it should also be noted that Kameron was able to complete both power engineering A and B levels here at Eaton School, which is a major accomplishment. Looking ahead, Kameron has clear aspirations for his future. He plans to pursue a degree in engineering in British Columbia. His ultimate goal is to become a mechanical engineer with dreams of working for the Canadian Space Agency. Congratulations, Kameron. Brooklyn Ila-Lousie Hagan. Brooklyn is not just a strong student who excels academically. She embodies the essence of collaboration, grit, and determination. Despite her busy schedule, Brooklyn understands the importance of getting involved. High school saw her participate in a myriad of activities, including SRC, drama, Wevolve, volleyball, basketball, badminton, and track and field. And beyond the school walls, she continued to engage in club soccer and volleyball, dedicated time to taking music lessons, and working part-time. Juggling these commitments may seem daunting to some, but for Brooklyn, it honed her organizational skills and taught her the value of hard work and time management. Brooklyn truly embodied the spirit of a Badger during basketball season, earning her the fitting nickname. Her tenacity and refusal to give up made her a formidable opponent on the court. Coaches relied on her to stick to her assigned player like glue, frustrating them with her relentless defense and knack for disrupting shots. Despite her height disadvantage, Brooklyn's determination allowed her to defy gravity, often out-jumping taller opponents to secure rebounds under the hoop. And not only did her on-court presence leave a lasting impression, Brooklyn's commitment to giving her all in every game was evident in the array of Band-Aids, splints, and KT tape that she often sported. These physical reminders were a testament to her willingness to push herself to the limit, never backing down from a challenge and always giving 110%. After high school, Brooklyn plans to pursue a degree in biochemistry at the University of Regina, with her sights set on becoming a laboratory technician specializing in forensics. Brooklyn is poised to make a lasting impact in the field. Congratulations, Brooklyn. Samual Oomen. As you can see, Chase is a cheerleader up here for every one of his classmates. And he has been eagerly anticipating this day for quite some time. While traditional academics may not be up at Chase's alley, his enthusiasm for hands-on work and all things mechanicals knows no bounds. He's the type of person who thrives when he's getting his hands dirty, whether it's fixing up a car engine or helping Mrs. King fix the fridge door, building a shed, or welding. He's always willing to lend a hand. Also, when it's whether it's to reach something high on the shelf that people of average height can't reach, or to fix whatever needs repairing. He's always there when you need him. This year, we were struggling to get one of the chair carts loose. It was stuck under the stage. So after a few failed attempts with a number of younger students helping me, I sent for Chase, who was in class. He and Luke came running, and the next thing I know, Chase comes in with a tow rope, a tool kit with a ratchet and a socket set, ready to tackle the problem. His willingness to help out and his knack for fixing things will make him a valued member of any community. Chase's love for sports, especially hockey and football, was undeniable. Even after experiencing a season-ending injury early on in football, his dedication to the team never wavered. Despite being sidelined, Chase continued to show up for every practice and game, demonstrating his unwavering commitment and team spirit. As Chase looks forward to the next chapter of his life, he carries with him the fond memories of his high school days and the camaraderie shared with his friends. Chase's future plans include pursuing heavy-duty mechanics at Sask Polytech, where he aims to acquire the skills necessary for his ultimate goal of becoming a farmer. Full-time. Congratulations, Chase. Excuse me. Joel Paul Stevens. Throughout his high school years, Joel's strong academic success is evident in his dedication to his studies and his willingness to go above and beyond in his coursework. He consistently seeks out opportunities for growth and challenges himself to achieve at the highest level possible. Joel's friendly demeanor and willingness to lend a hand made him a valuable member of our school community. Whether it was participating in drama, football, basketball, badminton, or track and field, he approached every activity with enthusiasm and dedication. Joel has consistently demonstrated strong leadership qualities. So whether it's in the classroom, on the sports field, in the gym for our super happy fun time, or within the community, Joel leads by example, consistently displaying integrity, determination, and a strong work ethic in everything he does. As Joel looks towards the future, there is no doubt that he will continue to excel in whatever path he chooses to pursue. His strong academic foundation, leadership abilities, and commitment to excel will undoubtedly pave the way for a successful and fulfilling career ahead. After graduation, Joel plans to apprentice as an electrician, which is laying the groundwork for him to become a power line technician. Congratulations, Joel. I think one of the things that Joel will be missed most for is his acting and being able to be so reliable in his drama, in the drama club. Jade, Lynn, Swan. Known for her affable nature and infectious sense of humor, and as Kenny had mentioned earlier, that little giggle that you always hear, Jade is well liked by everyone. Her easy smile and friendly greeting of, "How's it going?" brightens the day of everyone she encounters, and I will miss that next year, Jade. When we meet each other in the hall, you always say, "Hey, how's it going, Mrs. King?" So. In the classroom, Jade has developed a good work ethic and isn't afraid to stand her ground, using her quick wit, even when she and Brooklyn were outnumbered 2-5. Jade will miss Eaton School, and I know that because she was even attending and engaging in classes that she wasn't even enrolled in. She showed up in a history class, was hanging out, doing the group work, and PAA, cooked, cleaned up, and then the sub said, yeah, and Jade was here too when she did attendance. And we were like, she's not even in that class. So she is going to miss us here. Throughout her years at Eaton School, she actively participated in various activities, including volleyball, badminton, and serving on the SRC. Jade exemplified sportsmanship, consistently putting forth her best effort in all. And as she looks toward the future, Jade is excited to embark on a journey of self-discovery. She plans to take a year to work and travel, exploring different experiences to find her true interests. Considering a career as a tattoo artist, Jade's artistic talent and open-minded approach will undoubtedly serve her well as she follows her passion and carves out her own path. Congratulations, Jade. So I would like all of the graduates to please rise. Once again, congratulations, and let's please give them a round of applause for successfully completing this milestone. So this is your cue to get into grad diploma picture order. Mr. Holt is taking a group picture of the graduates with their diplomas. Prior to the ceremony, we set up a group picture in the band room, which we will be printing off and hanging in the wall of graduates to honor all past Spartan graduates. And this is the class that is going to fill the last spot on that wall. So we're going to have to start. Yeah, shut the school down. We will start a new wall. Thank you, grads. You can return. Oh, yeah, go ahead. You can go down the steps and sit in the front row or with your parents, and we'll now have the slideshow compiled by Mr. Holt.
To conclude the ceremony, we will ask Miss King to come forward.
I'm going to ask the graduates to please stand for the grad walk. The Eaton School graduating class of 2024. This brings our school ceremony to a close. We would like to express our appreciation to the high school students and to our staff who helped in many ways with preparations for today. Thank you particularly to Mr. Holt and Mrs. Nunweiler for making today special for our graduates. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to those of you here in the gymnasium and those watching from home joining us this afternoon as we celebrate the accomplishments of these young people who are now ready to set out and begin writing a new chapter in their lives. Graduates, we are proud of you. We hope that today has been special and that you will fondly remember your time at Eaton School and your graduation day. Always remember, be bold enough to use your voice, brave enough to listen to your heart, and strong enough to live the life you've always imagined. Once again, I present to you the graduating class of 2024. We're going to ask the graduates to go down and form a receiving line. We'll have people begin the line over on this side, and then you've got an opportunity to give your best wishes and congratulations to these future adults. Thank you. Good night.